All right, ladies. I'm gonna ask everyone, if you paid for lunch, feel free to grab a to-go lunch. Due to COVID numbers rising, we're going to keep our masks on during this event to help keep everyone safe. I'm Megan Schaff. I'm your MBN president for the 2021-2022 year. Thank you so much for joining us in person and on Zoom. Everybody, we have Zoom going, so you can say hi. We are recording this meeting, so if you have anyone who's interested in MBM and they want to see what it's about, we do have those videos online for our members, so you would have to log in for them and show them the video. But you are welcome to do that. And any members that missed the meeting, you can always check out the video on our website. So, a couple announcements. I wanted to let you know that we are accepting nominations for the Flying High Award for both fall and spring. So if you know anybody who's a part of an MBN who has contributed a lot to this organization, as well as contributing to Missoula, please nominate them on the website, which is discovermbn.org. And all nominations that we receive will be taken for both fall and spring. I also wanted to give a shout out to one of our members. She's not here right now, but if you guys know Julie Maloney, I want you to all congratulate her. She was the George Award winner from the Chamber of Commerce last Tuesday, which is a pretty high honor. So congrats, Julie. All right, well, I want to invite our board members and our committee members to come on up. We're going to do this every month. I think it's important that you guys know who is in the back end of MBN helping to run the organization. They'll introduce themselves, tell you what they do, and if there's any information for you, they'll let you know.
Hello, everyone. I am Naomi Gerheim. I am Governor on the board, helping to plan the socials for the year. I have some exciting ideas for our December general meeting, which will kind of be in the place of our holiday meeting. But I have one beautiful, well, kind of two other beautiful ladies on my team that would love, and if anyone wants to be part of the socials committee, let me know, and we'll plan some good times. All right.
Hello, everybody. My name is Allison. I am the mastermind leader. So this year our masterminds have looked a little bit different because you guys know last year when we transitioned to the Zoom format, it was hard to network via Zoom. And so this year we're trying to get back into some of our regular duties and things like that. So with that being said, for the mastermind groups themselves, we're going to start off this year with a forum on our Facebook page until we kind of see what the interest is and what different businesses you guys want to be involved in. The options we have are business ownership, sales and sales technique, moms in business, management and support staff, or a leadership role. And so until we can kind of get concrete groups for that, we're going to start with the forum on Facebook. So connected to our MBN Mastermind page is a forum or our MBN regular page is a forum connected to mastermind groups. Within that forum, we're going to ask you guys weekly questions. So I've got a list of things that I would like to address to kind of mimic what a mastermind group does. In short, mastermind groups offer a combination of brainstorming, education, peer accountability, and a support group in a setting to sharpen your business and professional skills. Mastermind groups helps you and your mastermind group members achieve success. Members challenge each other to set goals and, more importantly, to accomplish them. And so when we had first started the mastermind groups, they started out as smaller 4 to 5 groups of individual women who kind of hit the nail on the head in each industry. And so mine was more of a leadership role. We had 4 or 5 other women that were all across different industries, all involved in leadership. So we meet once a week and we bring our problems to the mastermind groups. It doesn't go anywhere past that mastermind group. It's a safe, secure area to be able to bring your stuff and say, this is what I'm struggling with. What do you guys think about it? And so we want to try to recreate that in a forum this year until we kind of feel comfortable with what's going on with COVID and people are ready to meet it in person. So that being said, if you're interested in anything along with the mastermind groups, please let me know and I'll set you up in the forum. And then think about kind of what that's going to look like going forward. So again, my name is Allie Wilson. I'm with Express and Print Professionals. Do you guys have any questions for mastermind groups?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Lena Lund. My second year. I was able to attend one in-person meeting. So glad to see everybody again. I'm on, this year I'm on the membership committee, looking at basically renewals for everybody. So if y'all would help me out, make me look like a hero for the membership renewal committee, that would be wonderful. So nice to meet you all. And I'll talk to you later.
My name is Melissa Hickey, and I've been in Missoula for going on 6 years, moved here from Nashville. And in the end was the first place that I really plugged into to get some friends, and it's been wonderful. I am on the events committee, and I oversee the cocktails and conversations. So if you like to party, the first Thursday of every month, we meet at 4 o'clock and just share fun stuff. So it's been great. That's me. Wanted to get you what Vernon feels is not something.
Good afternoon, I'm Holly Kingsford. I own Holly Kingsford Farmers Insurance Agency, and I am the secretary. If anybody knows how to use legal docs, I'm sure use them. I'm sure Farmers Insurance.
Karen Burke-Angie, I'm a realtor with ERA Lambros, and I am the president-elect. So I will be serving this year under Megan Learning the Ropes, and then next year, if you ever want to talk about kind of any ideas or visions you might have for the group for the coming years, I'd love to hear it. Or if you want to talk real estate, international travel, anything, dogs, I've got 4 of them. Love to chat. Thanks so much.
So I'm Nina Howard, some of you might have met me as Ava Howard, contact here at. I just joined the committee for helping monitor the sponsorship. So maybe have any statistics,
Hi there, I am Stephanie Raddick. I am fairly new to this group, and I'm going on to help with the events committee, and I look forward to meeting all of you this year.
Hi, I'm Carissa Lamessa. I own Lamessa Bookkeeping. This is my second year with Indian and my second year as the treasurer, so looking forward to everything.
I'm Rebecca Taco, and I am social media and helping out with social media this year. It would be really helpful if when you see our post in your Facebook feed, even if you are not going to attend that event, if you just like it, it really helps us to be able to share our messages with more people, or to share to your own page, invite a guest, have a friend, anything like that. You know, we're a small group, we're trying to grow more, so please help us out as much as we can on social media. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Linda Bauman. I'm with Marketplace Media and Events, and I'm a board member and the director of communications. I work with Rebecca and Holly Whitmore, putting out the social media, getting the events on all the event listings, and working on the website. So if you have questions on any of those things, you can let me know. Thanks.
I feel like I'm loud enough. My name is Mary Steele. I'm part of membership committee. Membership committee, raise your hands, please, so everyone can see us. There's a few of us here in the room. We are responsible for greeting all of you, for welcoming new members. Please find one of us if you're considering becoming a member. We would love to chat with you. We also sell 50/50 tickets. 50/50, 50% of what we raise, you can keep. 50% of what we raise, we donate to a charity, and this year we decided instead of doing a different charity at every event, we will keep the money year round and donate the entire lump sum at the end of the year to one charity. We're working hopefully on ways where all of you on Zoom can also participate, or anyone who is not carrying cash to make a straight up donation. So look for more information on that to come. They are a buck apiece, or I have decided today you can get an arm's length for $10. I have. Get up those purses, get up those quick cash.
All right, we have a pretty amazing board and committee this year, and I'm super excited to be working with everybody. Also, besides our committee and our board, you members are super important to us. So first off, I want to see if we have any guests here. You can just raise your hand and stand up and say hi. Hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed meeting everybody. Do we have any new members? Even if you were a past member and you re-signed up, you are considered a new member. Do we have any new members? Awesome. Do you want to come up and tell everybody about yourself? You don't have to if you don't want to, but you're welcome to come. Let everybody know who you are.
I'm Jen Johnson, and I've lived in the area for 26 years now, and I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years. And I'm so excited. I was talking with my girlfriend Becky actually about building online and being online and doing everything online the last year and a half, and it really left me like empty. And I was craving connection, so I was so excited to just get back into some sort of person-to-person contact. My husband's a pharmacist. He graduated from Missoula in 2000. We are a little bit older. We have 5 teenagers. And I am an entrepreneur, and I have a health and wellness company, supplements and energy, immunity, all of that good stuff. So super, super excited to be here.
All right. So next up, we're going to do a little bit of networking before our awesome speaker comes up. So if you're at a table with only 1 or 2 people, please go to another table just for this few minutes, so you can network, pass around your business cards, tell everybody, do your 60-second elevator pitch. Let's get to know each other, and then we'll have about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll have our speaker come up. Nice. Oh, there we go. Now you can hear me. All right, ladies, we're going to wrap up our networking. Now I'm going to introduce our amazing speaker, Molly Bradford, running MissoulaEvents.net for 15 years and morphing it into Gatherboard 8 years ago. Molly has worked with hundreds of small businesses in dozens of towns and cities across North America. She knows how to elevate connections within local communities and what makes local economies tick. With this passion for community connection and leveling the playing field, Molly works hard, plays hard, moms hard, and sleeps hard. The mountains and sweet mountain towns are her muse, where you can get lost in nature and you feel right at home once you return. The frontier spirit of the Mountain West drives many of her core values around human connection, caring, and just be nice, community uplift, solidarity, and the celebration of a job well done. So let's give up for Molly Bradford.
I also have Lori Chase with me, who's going to contribute a little bit here and there. Yeah. Lori's been in the class for 6 years, and she's a mom and has her own yoga practice business and also works for us. And I really wouldn't be successful at much of it with Lori. And I know you guys all probably know a Lori in your life if you don't find one. So I am going to talk about community. And before we get past this slide, I just want you to take a minute and think about what this word means to you.
You don't have to talk about it with your neighbor. Just let your mind wander and just think about what that word means to you first. What communities you're involved with. What pops into your mind about what works or doesn't work, who's included or isn't. Don't should on yourself. There's no expectation. Just take a minute.
Molly, we're not able to see the slides. Are you able to describe what's happening?
I just heard someone say they can't see the slides.
On virtual. So if you could maybe just describe what's on the slide so we can follow along.
I'm also wondering if the camera can focus, oh, because they can see, all right, because it's like a white box in there.
Yeah, it's on my Zoom.
Shoot, I almost wish, maybe I should have logged in from Zoom on my computer and then shared my screen at the same time, which we could certainly do real quick if you wanted to just take about a minute. And Megan, I have a Zoom.
I'm gonna see if I can just come closer really quick.
Sure.
And then I'll.
Okay, okay. If not, like we can log in into Zoom and then share my screen so that it's simultaneously taking up the speaker window.
Don't worry about my, you guys are flying.
We're happy to that for a minute, so people at home. But right now, what you see on the screen is the word community, is the word unity.
Any better?
And
No.
Megan, I wonder if you put it right here. I think they can kind of see it now.
Can they see you?
And they don't need to see me, but I
Okay.
can also just be like,
Yay!
I can go right here. Fine. Can you all hear me if I don't use the microphone? Yeah. Okay, why don't I go here and then, oh, or I should just put this.
never get flapped during a presentation because it's not worth it, right? Just problem solve. Okay, so people at home, I can only see a couple of you. Can you give me a thumbs up if this is working better for you? Great, I'm so excited. Thanks so much. Okay, so we thought about community for a minute. Thanks for being in this community and making it not scary to have a weird flub at the start of your talk. That's awesome. So, next slide, please. Definition of community. A group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common, a feeling of fellowship with others, the sense of community that Missoula Business Women's Network can provide. So, a shared place or characteristic, a feeling of fellowship with others, sharing attitudes, interests, and goals. That's like, you know, like the internet's definition and a more lovey definition, and I think we all get what community is. So next slide. Unity, which is in community, the state of being united or joined as a whole. Where there is unity, there is always victory. So a combination of those three things. What got me thinking about a lot of this was we own Gatherboard, which is a freestanding community events platform that powers MissoulaEvents.net, as well as 40 other sites across North America. And the feelings of community and unity were really hard this last couple of years. It was really weird to own a software that was about human connection when humans weren't really allowed to connect in the same room. And we have a bit of a slogan that's when people are in the same room together, this is now the place of most potential, and no one was in the same room together anymore. So, oh my gosh, what were we going to do about that? So we made some quick pivots around creating community and unity virtually and added some additions to our software and kind of hacked our own software and shared it with our license holders and asked them what was working and tried to beef up some of our online private groups and social media so that we could still connect by by our goals or our interests, even if we couldn't be in the same place anymore. Next slide, please. I also want to talk about, that's your formatting, sorry. I just want to talk about civilization also. We just had Indigenous Peoples Day, which I would like to honor the land that we are on of our Native ancestors. And one of my good friends said, it's just a second-rate BS marketing holiday. And I said to him, you know, you're right, and you're Native, and I'm going to take your word for it, but I also think deeply that we all need reminding of where we are and that sense of place. And it got me thinking about civilization and first civilizations and what makes people civil or civilized. So a stage of human, social, and cultural development and organization that is considered the most advanced process by which a society or place reaches an advanced stage of social and cultural development. But I like this last one, the society, culture, and a way of life in a particular area. That's kind of like place-based love, place-based marketing, place-based connection. I think that's what we love about Missoula. We do a pretty good job of this. So your goals, your interests, and your place are now interconnected in this bullseye. And I don't mean that like, are you civilized or not, but more, are you sharing in society, culture, and a way of life together? So next slide. So some of our communities, Missoula, moms, kind of a local food nerd, startup community. I'm in with a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm in some Scrabble clubs. Snowball has become a bit of our church or our community of fellowship. And I realize a long line of community builders. My parents got married right out of high school, and my mom was one of the youngest of 7, and her dad died when she was little. So that family was all about community and Racine, a small town south of Milwaukee, and I grew up in Milwaukee. And looking back, it's like, oh yeah, I hung out with 31 first cousins at every Christmas Eve at Grandma's house, every 4th of July, every Thanksgiving, and every Easter. And then my dad's family was pretty big, and he was the youngest, and his mom was sick after he was born, so his oldest sister kind of half raised him. And with that family, it was like every birthday there was a buttermilk cake, every Christmas day there was the other half of the cousins. And my parents started this real estate company with my mom's $3,000, and they didn't always have a lot of money, but there was always community. I have the first baby quilt of like years of quilting circles. I know how to make a mean hot dish when you move to my block. I understand community as it means engaging with the museum on their board or coming to a group like this. So I hope as you're thinking about community and community building and building of your business community, your personal community, your marketing community, your skills, this is why I'm talking about all of this. It's a little bit of an existential talk. So this is a little bit about who I am and where I come from. And by Gloria to just tell us a little bit about her communities as well. She's in a couple of cool ones, and I don't want to say them for her. All right,
Go in front of my face so that.
this is a terrible picture of Nathan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I don't like most pictures of myself. Yeah, so I'm a mom of teenagers, and I've taught yoga for the last 10 years, and that's really important to me. I teach at the university, and I'm part of the tango community, which unfortunately with the pandemic, it's been really difficult to continue doing. But these are all things that it's important to be part of the larger community for. I was just thinking of something when we were talking before, what Holly had said about coming from the East Coast and coming to Missoula, and how this place just has a different energy, a different kind of feel than the East Coast and New England, where I grew up as part of that community. And each place has its own energy to it, and you know when you find that special place that that's your community.
And I feel that way about Missoula, but also it's just great to be part of this gather board community, which has calendars all over the country and the world even, or international. And these different communities all have their own specific energy. And that's why it's nice to have these little micro calendars for each. Also, the reason I have this awesome job working with mom doing this is because of community. I was talking to one of my friends from yoga 6 years ago and telling her exactly what I needed in a job. And the next day she said, oh, I was just at a party yesterday and I was talking to a friend of mine and she said they need to hire somebody who has all of your exact skills and the job is exactly what you told me to do. And that's how I became part of this community. Anyway, so blah, 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 and here's Molly.
Thanks, Lori. I'm going to call up Melinda Hickey real quick too, because her son is my business partner and started the original Garden City events, which became, no, you're good. I'm just going to call you up. Became Missoula events, which became Gatherboard. And Colin asked me to be his business partner about 12 years ago. And we launched Gatherboard 8 years ago when his second child was 6 months old and my second child was 3 months old. And I know Melinda is a wicked community builder. Not only because she would build community in her kindergarten classrooms and her classrooms, but they moved like every 3 years because her husband was in the military. And so those 3 boys and Melinda were constantly creating community. So there's like a community of the Hickey family that is so amazing. So please, Roger. So when I think about that and what a pleasure and an honor it is to be in that community, it's no wonder that Colin and I, and now Lori, love putting this platform together so that people can create that sense of why and connection using a virtual tool for true human connection. Next slide. So let's talk about your communities. I want you guys to just, I'm not paying attention to time either, but I want you guys to just take a minute at your tables, and if your table's sparse, like you guys turn and talk to each other, and just talk real quick, like a little bit about what communities you're in. Like you might be in a church community, you might be in a hiking community, you're in this community. You just think about it, because these are all your circles of influence. These are all the things that should build you up, that should help you personally, professionally, and as humans. And then we'll report out real quick. Wrap up some of your thoughts in the next 10 or 15 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to call out, and I don't have the ability to grab the chat real quick, but people from home, think about these questions really quick. This group over here, can a couple of you just a couple quick words, and Crystal jot some stuff down, like what when you think of community, like what words do you think of?
My soccer community.
Nice.
My neighborhood.
Soccer, neighborhood. Okay, any other words?
how about just kind of call out some words that when you think of community, what do you think of?
I thought of one that you helped me start is a grandmother club.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say
Missoula
that.
Grants Without Borders, and your mother-in-law, and I thought it was.
Yes, I love the brands. You're welcome. Thank you. Any other thoughts on just quick words you think of when you're thinking of the communities you're in?
Well, I know I'm part of the multiple sclerosis community, so I have, have a support group and a group of friends who,
Yeah.
We have that we come together to help where we can.
Okay.
Widows community.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So what's working? Just call out, or raise your hand, I'll just point, what's things that make your community work? Honesty or sharing or communication, transparency, so like grab a couple things. Anybody have something they want to talk about that makes a community work?
Share goals.
Share goals. Accountability. Consistency.
Supporting.
Volunteer, like you're there willingly. Yeah. Support. Any other big things people are? Trust and communication. Okay, and things that, what isn't working in some of the communities that you're in, or like what breaks that up?
Different goals.
Yeah.
Like you're not there for the same,
Yeah.
for the same reason. Trying to get something different out of it.
Yeah. Mixed messaging, power struggles, gossip. Okay.
Lack of time.
Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, that was good. Proximity. Okay. All right, so, while Chris is writing that in, I'm gonna, we'll jump over to some stuff about the other board and then keep moving because I'm trying to watch the time. So, okay, so we can go, let's just go to the next slide. So gather board, the idea of community is created through the connection of people and the events that bring them together, the feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. Community-focused leaders want to unite and strengthen their community, facilitate true human connections, and uplift their local economy. Next slide. A centralized and continuously updated community events calendar is a fundamental tool for connecting people to place and for planning together as a community. Gather board allows you to tell the story of why. Why should I live or work or play or stay here? And the idea of community is created through this connection of people and events that bring them together. So how does this help you? Next slide. Let's just watch this quick little 30-second thing.
MissoulaEvents.net connects you with your community. We make it easy with no app necessary. Connect from your home. Oh, let's chat. Oh, here we go. It's starting right now. We gotta go, quick. Connect from your tablet.
Does anybody want to listen to some music after this?
Yeah, good. Connect on the go. Yeah, that sounds great. With hundreds of events to choose from, connect with MissoulaEvents.net today.
Okay, next slide. So MissoulaEvents.net and you, like we have all sorts of stuff going on a Missoula Events calendar. What does this mean for you? Next slide. Here are the best ways that you could utilize our community on MissoulaEvents.net, or really any community that you're involved in. Networking, find and attend events, meet people. I love that Rebecca had 3 cards. I used to bring 3 cards to each event because it was like, if I'm not going to bother to hand out 3 cards or exchange with 3 people, I should even go to the event. Like, that was just a rule. I needed like some sort of accountability for myself. Connection, post an event. We don't put sales on the site, but otherwise it's pretty open. So utilize this network of tens of thousands of Missoulians that visit our site every month and are looking for things to do to expand your network. Sharing, you can add the calendar to your own website. Like, why should you buy insurance for me? And Missoula's so great, you're moving here and you want to live here, and here's the top, here's the top 10 things, or here's what's happening in Missoula right now. You pick, like, put a feed on your calendar, it's free. And expansion. Obviously, we sell advertising, and we own Missoula Indoor Apps too, the back that are all over the indoor hot spots. Oh, and there are the bathrooms here. So I was gonna jump over to MissoulaEvents.net and give you guys a drive-through, but I think we'll just skip that for right now. But the basics are, you can filter by category, you can search with a bunch of terms, you can jump to a date, you can open an event, you can save it to your own calendar, you can feature your event, with different advertising, you can connect with our social media. This is a new thing, you can translate all of our sites into 8 languages now. So there's a lot going on, and I encourage you guys to use it for your own businesses as a way to network, to share, to connect, to be a part of community. Next slide. So let's just reflect on this. We don't need to go back up to the other thing. Just want you guys to think about what we talked about here at the beginning. And really think about bringing those values that matter to you in community into your own business and into your own life. You will just grow exponentially. Yep. That's it. Let's stay connected. Did you guys all learn something? Pretty cool. I love Missoula events. And just so you all know, we're on there too. So all our MBN events are on MissoulaEvents.net. So people looking for connection with business women can find out about us. All right, so up next, we're just about to wrap up. We've got a few more minutes, so we're going to do some door prizes and our 50-50. So if you didn't put your business card in, please go ahead and give it to Naomi or Stephanie. We're going to pull some prizes. We're going to do our member spotlight and our 50-50. Did everybody buy your 50-50 from Erin? Like she said, the money this year we're going to collect and we're going to keep it until the end of the year. And we will then donate one lump sum to a nonprofit. We are still in the works of choosing that nonprofit. Not yet, but we are working on that ability. Yeah, we could take a check. Yep. Hey Naomi, do you want me to bring you the microphone back to you? Okay.
Hi, everybody. I get like didn't bother us to put a business card in here because we never win anything. Like this is the only place I ever win in. So it's possible, and there is some good stuff here. So we'll start here because this is the end I'm on. And Stephanie can pull the winner. So from Marianne Hubbard with Argonne International, we have the Healthy Living Try-Me Pack plus $55 in products of your choice. So this is big. This is the Argonne, and we have Linda. All right. And next from Jennifer Plum from Plum Property Management, we have this beautiful basket here with some wine, chocolate, looks like some clothes, some tea, all awesome stuff from another awesome local business, Rock and Rudy. Here we have Melinda Hickey. So, speaking of Melinda, now we will draw for a gift given by Melinda Hickey, some awesome Rodan and Field beauty balm. And this is Jennifer Johnson. Yeah, we're still going. This is exciting stuff right here. So, from our, I can never remember how to say the last name. Matt Wonder? Yes. We have from Goldberg Real Estate. We have the Hollow Wine Super Street Basket. That's the kind of trick or treating I like to do. I'll come to your door and give you one. We have Sarah. Congratulations. See? I mean, this is gonna keep you coming back, right? All right, we have one more thing here before we do the number spotlight. So from our beautiful presidents and the beautiful numbers of Marketplace Media and Events, we have a kitchen goodie basket, also with wine. All right, and we have Erica Sarah. This is why she came on, and now she came back and look, we're celebrating her. So,
I'm giving a surprise door prize, by the way. So, we're gonna give a $1,200 small business advertising package today. So I'll get something to you on advertising and a 1-hour consultant with me, and we're worried about your advertising on. Right, and really cool. Nina.
That's because I was sitting there and I spread the love. Okay, so we have one more exciting thing, the member spotlight. So for those of you who don't know, it's a good chance to talk about yourself and your business and be featured on all of our platforms. And so, who's it gonna be? It is Sasha Vermont. From the RA Bank. So congratulations.
All right, now we have 50/50.
All right. Oh, I think we're still collecting for the 50/50, so we can't go up like that.
Also, just a reminder that all of our donations, or all of our giveaways are donated by you guys. So if you want to donate, you're welcome to at any of the meetings. It doesn't have to be big. It can be just a bottle of wine or just, something small, whatever. It's whatever you guys want to donate. The more donations we have, the more winners we have off those. And,
Does anyone else want 50/50 before we draw? Going once.
let's go.
Can I use that? Thank you.
And if you pay for lunch, make sure you, grab your bag before you leave as well. The pressure's on there.
Lori, do you mind drawing? I just read the number.
773170.
And with Linda, my beautiful mother winning, we will end the meeting. So I hope to see everybody here next month. Amy S. With Missoula Bookkeeper is our speaker. She's going to talk about getting your business prepared for end of year and taxes. So you don't want to miss out on that one. It's going to be super exciting. We all love to talk about taxes, right? Yeah, so we'll see you here next month.